This is KGW News at noon.
Breaking news, police responded to shots fired at Peace Health Southwest Medical Center. This is in Vancouver near Mill Plain and Northeast 87th Avenue. KGW's Maggie Vespa is joining us live. So Maggie, the shooting actually happened inside the center.
Yeah, Brenda, it did. We just got a briefing from the Clark County Sheriff's Public Information Officer. He tells us it was an inmate who was shot from the Clark County Jail. There were 2 corrections officers here with him. He'd been here overnight. They were guarding him as he was being kept inside the Furstenberg building here at Peace Health. We don't know what exactly led up to the shooting. We're told it happened inside his hospital room. Again, there were 2 deputies in there with him. The inmate was the one who was shot. He is now in surgery. No word on his condition, his name, or why he was in custody in the first place. We are told at this point Peace Health is not on lockdown. There is no threat to anyone else on or around this campus. That includes hospital staff, families who may want to come visit here. Again, we are waiting for more information as to exactly what led up to that confrontation between sheriff's deputies and the inmate inside the hospital room. But the big message from the hospital here is that beyond the inmate who is being treated right now, everyone else is okay and there is no risk to the public. Stay with us on social media and online for more as this develops. For now, we're going to throw it back to you in the studio.
Okay, thank you very much, Maggie. Deputies also investigating a shooting at a home on Northeast 49th Street in Vancouver. They found a 19-year-old man shot in the leg. He's in the hospital but should be okay. Deputies say they're interviewing several people they detained. Truman Elementary School is nearby. Right now, it's on lockdown. Officials are asking parents not to call the school because they're not letting anybody in or out as long as the place is in lockdown. We will bring you more information just as soon as we get it. And developing news out of Times Square in New York. This car plowed into a crowd of people, killing 1 person and injuring at least 22 others. The car is still there on the scene, as you can see from this live picture of the area. I also want you to see this video. This was taken immediately after the crash around 9 o'clock this morning. Police say 26-year-old Richard Rojas was behind the wheel. He's a Navy veteran who's been arrested for drunk driving twice before. Witnesses say he drove the wrong way and on the sidewalk for at least 3 blocks. Mayor Bill de Blasio says there is no indication this is terrorism. You can go to KGW.com and the KGW mobile app for the latest from Times Square. We'll also post updates to our KGW Facebook and Twitter pages. Let's take a second to step outside. You see some of those high clouds, but also some blue sky. Today is supposed to kick off a streak of warmer weather. So, Rod, how's that prediction holding up?
All right, there's some times where you go, maybe, we think, supposed to, as Brenda just mentioned. This is not one of those times. This really looks to be a slam dunk of really nice weather going well into next week. We are being brushed, and when I say brushed, I mean the upper flow pattern's throwing a little bit of cloudiness down over us. So it's been kind of partly cloudy back and forth, depending on a lot of sun, not so much. And that's the way Astoria has been all morning, 55 degrees. Everybody's totally dry. A bit of a sunnier shot from Cannon Beach, beautiful Haystack Rock, 54 degrees there. Here's that shot. We said on sunrise we'd be up to 60 degrees at noon. I haven't looked. Let's see where we are. Noontime temperature, 60 degrees. Honestly, I didn't know. So
that updates automatically?
Yes. So I'm glad I didn't get surprised. But 60 degrees, which means we're on track to get up into the 70s today. Here you can see those clouds just kind of spilling over us. But if you look carefully, the last couple of hours of imagery shows that as what we call the pressure heights build, which means we stabilize, that those clouds are going to be thinning, and I think will actually become more mostly sunny as we go through the afternoon. So there's that high of 71 degrees, and then 66 at 8 p.m. A very happy weatherman will be
look
back
at that little strut
with the 7-day forecast in just a bit.
Sounds good. Thank you, Rod. Experts say a warm spell could increase the fire danger, but overall, they say this fire season looks pretty normal. KGW's Rachel Raffinelli is live here in downtown Portland. So, Rachel, what does all this mean for the first responders?
Well, Brenda, it means they're still going to be busy this year. 2,500 fires are still expected to happen in the Northwest this year. So experts really want to make sure that they're ready. Meeting this morning in downtown Portland. As for firefighting resources, we're told those will be about the same as years past, although there might be some cuts in Oregon. That's not known until the budget is finalized in July. This fire season, again, expected to be normal. That's based on weather patterns, but it really heats up in July and August. What's encouraging, experts hope our wet winter will work in their favor.
So hopefully throughout the fire season, we won't have the dry conditions as much as we've had as those years, so more favorable conditions for firefighting. But I do recognize still those fire stats will be there, lightning fires, and then 2/3 of the fires we experience in Oregon specifically are human caused.
Now, on that note, experts say the big eclipse that happens on August 21st will bring tens of thousands of people out, and with them, the possibility for more man-made fires. That's something they're going to keep a very close eye on, and it's a warning for all of us to be extra careful as it heats up. Brenda, back to you.
Thank you, Rachel. Portland police arrested a man accused of sexually abusing a child. This is 48-year-old Rick Rayborn. Police say an 18-year-old woman came forward this month saying Rayborn abused her when she was a young child. He now faces 2 counts of sex abuse, and he's in court today. The family of a 21-year-old Portland man wants the driver who hit him in a crosswalk to come forward. The car crashed into Eli Beadle here at Northeast 82nd and Jonesmore last Thursday. He's recovering in the hospital with a broken leg, a broken arm, and a concussion. The driver didn't even stop. Now Eli's sister wants that person to surrender to police.
There's been no news on who did it. It'd be nice to have somebody to answer for this. You know, somebody did it and we don't know who, and it's really frustrating.
Officers think a tan-colored Honda CR-V is responsible. For now, there's a GoFundMe page set up to help with medical expenses. You can find a link to that on KGW.com. The former CEO of Fox News died this morning. Roger Ailes was 77. A family friend says he fell last week at his home in Florida, suffered some complications, and then slipped into a coma. Ailes launched Fox News, which quickly became a powerful force in American politics.
No one changed politics more with a single medium than Ailes. He took television to the political space.
Ailes was forced to resign last year after more than 24 Fox News employees accused him of sexual harassment, but Ailes denied those accusations. After leaving Fox News, Ailes helped President Trump prepare for his television debates with Hillary Clinton. And a Seattle rock legend has also died. Chris Cornell was just 52. He was the lead singer for Soundgarden and Audioslave. A medical examiner says the singer committed suicide by hanging himself last night. He killed himself just hours after a show at the Fox Theater in Detroit. Here's a look at that final performance. Yeah, he had such a great voice. Support for Cornell and for his family is just pouring in from all over social media. Michael Sweet from the Christian rock band Stryper says, "I can't believe that Chris Cornell is gone. Biggest shock for me right now. Godspeed, my friend." And Voodoo Donuts, of all people, is also paying tribute. It made a special donut with Cornell's picture and the words, "Rest in peace." In Washington, D.C. today, President Trump not happy about the special counsel appointed to look into ties between his campaign and the Russians. NBC's Jennifer Johnson explains what he had to say on Twitter.
An angry President Trump is lashing out on Twitter today after the appointment of former FBI Director Robert Mueller as special counsel to look into possible collusion between Trump's campaign and the Russians. The president says this is the single greatest witch hunt of a politician in American history. But lawmakers are welcoming Mueller, who served under both Presidents Bush and Obama.
The whole point is to have an independent investigation and follow the facts wherever they may lead. It is premature to prejudge anything at this point.
Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein made the decision late yesterday to appoint Mueller.
If the president has nothing to hide, then he and the Republicans in Congress should welcome independent investigations to remove all doubt of a cover-up.
But today, new questions about fired National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. The New York Times reports Flynn told Trump's transition team weeks before the inauguration he was already under investigation for secretly working as a paid lobbyist for Turkey. But the president hired him anyway.
This is the classic scandal in the nature that there's another shoe that drops every day or two.
Even with Mueller's appointment, the House and Senate Intelligence Committees will go forward with their own investigations into Russia's involvement in the election. Jennifer Johnson, NBC News, Washington.
Here in Portland, Mayor Ted Wheeler took part in a ribbon cutting for Sorel's new corporate headquarters downtown. KGW's Tim Gordon was there. So, Tim, Columbia Sportswear owns Sorel.
All right, Brenda, and you know, as one of Oregon's best-known companies, it is fitting that the ribbon cutting was for Sorel headquarters right above the big Columbia store at Broadway and Taylor. Mayor Wheeler joined Sorel President Mark Nenow and Columbia CEO Tim Boyle to cut the ribbon. If you don't know, Sorel is known for making great winter boots. Since Columbia bought the Sorel brand out of bankruptcy for $8 million in 2000, it's built it way up, making a lot more types of boots, with many more for women than men now. A very successful transformation. So with the brand doing great, Columbia opened the new Sorel headquarters. Tim Boyle told us Portland is more business friendly in terms of taxes than in the past, and it's a good investment.
We want to make sure that we are cognizant of all the costs involved in operating a business here in the city. But at the end of the day, it's about a creative space that makes our employees very fruitful and the product's great.
Yeah, 45 employees moving in there with room for 85 as they expand. Good to hear from Tim Boyle, and I asked how Tim's mom, Gert Boyle, the founder of Columbia Sportswear, is doing. He told me she's doing great. She just turned 93 recently, and she's still showing up to work every day. Brenda, a lot of hard work by Gert and thousands of employees now has kept Columbia growing around the world and locally.